Hi, hello, welcome to the Vertex of Abundance. Actually, the Daily Tarot Buffet brought to you by the Vertex of Abundance. My name is Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today. I was sent to deliberate on the transiting moon into Libra. That's the 22nd to the 25th. We're a little bit late with this. It's supposed to come out a day or two before. And again, the temple kitties and needs, her needs will be addressed. It's just constant and consistent. So she's gonna have them regardless if I'm attending to them or not. Pardon me if it's distracting the noise in the background. It's a quarterly thing, and so we just happen to be in that season. Um, so usually this comes out a day or two before, and the Daily Tarot Buffet is not every day. It's about every 59 and a half hours. Okay. When the moon moves into a new sign, which currently it's in Libra, that's when we'll do a new video. And the difference between the Daily Tarot Buffet and the Weekly Tarot Buffet is that the Daily Tarot Buffet is kind of like lunar energies, the moon, and the Weekly Tarot Buffet is kind of like solar energies, the sun. Okay. So let us begin. Um, so we're having ourselves let's see, since we just entered into Capricorn season, I think it's still a 10th house. So we've been in the 10th house for a few extra days, which is not uncommon when there's a solar ingress, meaning we changed the season that we're in. We were just in Sagittarius season for 30 days. Now we're moving into Capricorn season. We have a grand conjunction, meaning over the next 2 weeks, there's going to be illumination, insight into like a connection. It might be a one-on-one intimate bond. It might be somebody that we're on the same page with. It might be somebody, excuse me, that has closeness to us. It's around a karmic situation though, because we have the devil card here. So unless it's about some type of Cancer rising, which I don't think it is, it's about some kind of spiritual warfare over like a ranking. And I actually feel, since we're still dealing with the 10th house, let me just confirm. Opposite Capricorn is Cancer, and then north of that would be Libra, and that's where the moon is. So we have the transiting moon in the 10th house, which is just a different facet of the continued conflict we were having in the previous video, Virgo. But when the Virgo Daily Terrible Fate just happened a few days ago, we were still in the 10th house because we were in a different season. We were in the Sagittarius season. So we're in a new season, Capricorn, but the moon is still in about the same place because the sky shifted ever so slightly, very minutely. So this is telling me that we're dealing with, ooh, um, the ancestors just spoke up. It was curse words. Um, oh, okay. We're dealing with a nappy-headed heifer-ass hoe is what they said. Excuse my language, but it's not always, it's not cultural specific. It can be any race. Um, but when they talk, like when they call a white girl a nappy head, and excuse my language, I'm just going to get right down to it. It's talking about a girl whose soul is primordial. It doesn't matter how she looks in her skin suit, how she's walking around in her mortal coil, how she looks in the flesh. Her soul is ancient enough to still have some of that melanated magic. Okay. And contrary to popular belief, after 1981, subsequent to 1981, the white people that came through the womb have melanin. And it could be freckles, it could be dark colored eyes, it could just be certain types of ancestry. But those racial lines are antiquated around the times of slavery, like the 1600s. In today's age, um, that's no longer the case with the way that the mixing is happening on Earth. And I'm just going to say that and move on. So about 2 weeks from now, there's going to be some illumination coming out in a connection that we have, because I feel like there's some ulterior motives and agendas around a connection that we have. It might be partnership, it might be business, it might be marriage, it might be friendship. I do want to say there's going to be a revelation around, it feels like somebody that wants to either compete or love on us or um, get some type of affection, attention, adoration, appreciation, acknowledgement from us in some kind of way, shape, form, or another. And it is about the throne. So it is about a position of power, a seat of power. There may even be some desire to be like a power couple, if that makes any sense. But I am picking up on that. So we might also have Marzo. What is that? I'm hearing Mars and Pisces, but I was trying to say Pisces rising. So we have Mars and Pisces here. I'm also getting strong 11th house energy. So the thing about the 11th house is it typically talks about Aquarius. It wouldn't during the Capricorn season. It would actually talk about Virgo energy. So for Capricorn rising, Virgo falls, excuse me, I misspoke. For Capricorn rising, Scorpio falls on the 11th house. Pardon. Virgo would actually be the 9th house. But I'm getting, yeah, and then also we have a moon in Capricorn here. We have some hidden illustrious agenda. There's something about our authority or the authority in our life. There's something about our positioning or maybe our legacy, what we come to the world to do, what we come to the world to be about, our destiny, our mission in this lifetime. There's a vibe for the throne here. So either there is a seat of power that is acting against us, or we are coming into this life, we are coming into this cycle to step into this seat of power. Something along those lines. There's a need to secure a spot here, and it's a delayed message, but they're seizing upon it. So there's exploitation, and there's a little bit of tyranny, aggressiveness, spite, venom, malice, hatred. I hate to say, but with the Diavolo Cavalli, the knight. So with the Knight of Swords and the Devil, especially with the Four of Pentacles, they're looking at us, jockeying our style. There's some kind of energy of, so if we're dealing with bosses, they're jealous of us because they think we want to take their spot. If we're dealing with somebody that wants to be where we are, they might want our spot. And there is some type of attraction or curiosity to us. So they might come at us a different way than they really actually are. They might seem loving, caring, kind. Maybe they're a little bit feeling themselves about us. Maybe they're a little bit, lewd and lascivious, or they're feeling kind of spicy, kind of, rowdy, kind of randy towards us. And whatever it is at the beginning, it's not how it's going to be at the end. In actuality, they are looking for a way to copy our energy, or looking for a way to copy our style, looking to take credit for our work. There's just something here where they're feeling entitled to be or to have whatever we have. And I don't know who these people are. It doesn't really matter with the 10th house. The 10th house is everybody looking at us from the outside in. Typically, people that don't have direct access to us, that would be 7th house. 7th and 10th house are very much, the word used is other. Now, with the 7th house is anybody who comes along our path that's not us, including people that have direct access to us, like coworkers or enemies or neighbors. But those areas are also highlighted in other houses. The thing about the 7th house is it just deals with others, opposition. The 10th house is typically people that do not have direct access to us, people that might be judging our work, people that might be looking at our reputation, people that might be looking at the legacy we're leaving behind, or what it is that we're accumulating in this lifetime. There's a need to bind something down, and I feel like there was an energy or an effort or an agenda to make us look wrong, make us look bad, make us kind of vilified, ostracized, target us energetically, so that then there could be a move to deal with us in some kind of way, to create a reason to have us dealt with. Somebody, again, might have their sun in Capricorn, I'm feeling, although I'm also getting mirror magic. So if we're noticing that people buddy up to us very quickly and then all of a sudden they want to run away in the opposite direction, it's not because we're too strong, we're too powerful. It's because there's this energy, entity, ideology around us kind of creeping negative malakisam, malang negroso is like creeping gross energy into our aura, into our space, making sure that people that come towards us eventually get the creeps and scurry away. Now, normally I would just call these people rata cucaracha, nothing but curse words there. Rata cucarachas, gutter feeder dwellers, they belong in the garbage or the toilet or whatever or what have you. It's not quite that. There's sorcery here. There's this spying, jocking, jiving, um, ulterior motive, hidden agenda. There really is this but we're this beautiful soul, Queen of Cups. However, we're losing, depleting, being left out, Five of Pentacles, because there's some kind of toxicity around us. It might even be in our environment. It's trying to come into our aura, which is what's chasing people away. Now, it can't, there's a person around who knows what they're doing. I'm not going to talk directly about a person, but the energy would be sorceress, utilizing our source, utilizing our power, utilizing our name, utilizing our energy to create some type of whatever, what have you, to do something. What that is, I don't know. What that is, I really don't even care. So I'm hearing some language, doing what you're doing to get to where you're going. So they are acting as if the ends justify the means. We might have a sun in Aries here. Okay, so we're on the up and up. We're in alignment and righteous. However, it might not appear that way. There's this energy, ideology of being able to repress it some way. It is energetically. I do feel like I'm hearing the word Spanish moss. So for the practitioners out there, that's a way to make a person tired, sleepy, to drag them down energetically, to put all this malakisa, like negrosa in their aura, meaning all the splotchiness, all the dark, all the clouds in their aura, to make them seem really bad or ugly energetically, and that we're that them. So this is an energy of trying to make us look bad or nasty or gross or cringe energetically. I'm just here. I keep hearing it, Spanish moss. It's this when you add Spanish moss to a. We don't have a jar, but I'm getting jar magic here because we have a Four of Pentacles. So that's mirror magic. It's using our energy and reflecting it back to other people in a nasty way, and using our own power against us, using our own tactics, our tricks against us. Yeah, I'm just getting a verbal confirmation intuitively. Um, we have a trickster energy, and it's a person. Okay, so I'm going into talking about that person again. So this type of attack is one of trickster energy, but it's mirror magic. So ultimately, their baseline is to create havoc, to take us out of our center. That's not working. We're too strong. We have too much fortitude. We might even have Venus in. See, Venus in Leo and Venus in Leo, Mars in Leo, Moon in Leo. You can't do magic on those people. So we may have Venus in Leo, or we may be in Aquarius rising. We have too much emotional fortitude, too much strength, courage, or wisdom. Our heart is too pure. We love too strongly. We're too about the right thing, righteousness. Magic is not working on us, and so there needed to be a switcheroo in the tactic. So whatever this is an attempt and an attack on our reputation, because it will be announced in this life, perhaps within the year, actually probably towards the end of the year, maybe just a few weeks after, that we're being selected for this increase in position, increase in rank. There's also like a graduation here. We made it, we've graduated, or we were out of something, something is done, something is over. Something's going to be revealed as well, and it's about the power of our soul, the power of our spirit, that the normal ways of the average person don't work on us, and we don't engage that way. There's a little bit of energy here about Venus and Pisces. To a lesser degree, it could be Virgo rising. Actually, that's kind of confirmed and strong here. There's also energy of Gemini rising here. Yeah, so we're getting a rank increase. We have the Empress, well, there we go. It's because we're worthy, we're righteous, we're deserved, and we refined ourselves innately to be qualified for this. It's from the inside out. We're made of the thing that something else is trying to pretend to be. But when you have the Emperor and the Judgment card alone, that means a rank increase. When you have, it's a graduation. When you have the Emperor and the Sun card, it means that we made it, we accomplished something, we finished something. When you have the Emperor, the Hierophant, and the Judgment card, it literally means you're getting a promotion or a rank increase, or you're getting, it doesn't always have to be in the physical, in the material, because the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Sun, and the Judgment card literally means you're getting a new ranking increase. So if you're like a throne angel, all of a sudden you're a cherubim. If you're a cherubim, all of a sudden you're seraphim. If you're with the dominion, all of a sudden you're with the thrones. It's a rank increase. It's like you ascend the heavenly choir. You go from one level of the choir to the next. You go from the third heaven to the fourth heaven, or you hear what I'm saying? So there's a rank increase here for sure, for sure. Queen of Swords. So this energy is getting like more dogged, wanting to like, because with the Devil card, everything is in reverse. But when I was gonna say reverse, in my head I heard the language receipts, but we don't have it here. We don't have the Sun card can talk about revelation, but we don't have the Seven of Swords or the Page of Pentacles. So it's like, where's the receipts here? It might come in the solution, but the Seven of Cups here, something is illusion, delusion, confusion. There might be mirage, there might be glamour magic. So there's something about our energy that makes us enigmatic, especially with the Moon card here. We're not easy to discern. To see me is to see your reflection staring back or reflected back through me, not me itself. Okay. So also, if you project towards me, that might normally work on people. It doesn't work on me. You need a different bitch or lesser bitch for that. I'm not the one. That's the language around the mystery of the Seven of Cups. Now, apply that to yourself. How does that fit? It's easy to misunderstand. It's easy to misperceive, to misjudge. It's easy to use the normal tactics and strategies and agendas and motives but that when a person is made up of spirit, when a person is made up of magic and doesn't just do magic, doesn't just do spirituality, they are spirituality, that's a whole different course. It's like a witch trying to do spells on the person who's the child of the goddess of witches. It's like a prince trying to attack a king. It's like, I'm the source of your power. You need to stop. That's what I'm getting. That's literally like the equation here. That's how the math is mapping. So this mirage, deception, reflection, projection, this delusion, confusion, illusion, this unhealed, unawakened matrix, Seven of Cups energy represents all of that. With the Devil, it can also talk about intoxication, especially with the Moon. They could be doing droga, drugs, substances, not just drinking. Oh, cause you're doing what you're doing just to get to where you're going, and I see you, baby. Yeah, so this is somebody that we used to love too. So we have caring, kindness, and compassion towards this energy or this entity or this ideology. Like there's not judgment coming out of us towards this, whatever is going down, going on. It's like, so we're still kind of dealing with this thing, this situation, gently, kindly, with love. We have a triple queen here. Let me check on this. Three queens. Yeah, so it's competition. The other side is Whatever that is, it fell face down. The other side, it is illusion, confusion. They might be drunk. With the devil, they could be obsessive compulsive. I'm seeing this happen a lot. Somebody thinks that they can take us down, tear us down. Yeah, they are trying to destroy. They want to get clearance to our energy to see. They want to figure out what it takes to destroy us, and they're trying every single way. That's just what I'm getting. That's what this is giving. The death card is something that's been wrestled, wrangled down. It hasn't been able to progress. And normally, this energy, since it's so high ranking, it could do whatever it wants to whoever they mark, whoever they're targeted. However, for us, that situation's not applying. It's almost like they're sealed out of our aura. And whatever they can attach, it only is like a notification. So they might be able to touch us. It might be able to work for a day, for a week, but it always undoes itself. It always comes undone. And they've done quite enough. They've gone in multiple times, multiple different ways. They've put a lot of energy, effort, and attention into this. But since we're so loving, caring, genuine, kind, and compassionate, King of Cups is unconditional compassion. It's something that's not working. It's not giving. It's not taking here. And you see this. Ooh, okay. And you see the Seven of Cups is clarified by the Emperor and the Sun card. So they cannot make us believe that we are not the boss. They cannot make us believe that we're not chosen. They cannot make us believe that we're not sitting on the throne. We've already secured the thing. They're trying to convince us that we can't. Now, it might be in this world that there's a role, there's a position, there's a spot, there's a title, there's an inheritance to get. We might still be on our way to that, but it's as if they want to convince us that we can't go after the thing that we're supposed to. It's a mirage, it's an illusion, it's a fake out, it's glamour magic, it's gaslighting. Again, they cannot restrain us the way they want. They're trying to use laws or regulation or rules or restrictions or policy or procedure or whatever dogma to, they thought, oh, spiritually I bound you, spiritually I blocked you. That's some human little hoe shit. It's not divine. God didn't do it, or it would be a 3 of Swords, not a 8. That's witchcraft, okay? 8 is the witchcraft, sometimes the 5. I need a chapstick really bad. So that's just what I'm saying here. Like, this is no, because we're chosen, and they're fallen. They're restricted and restrained, and their power is slipping. So when I see this and I'm saying like, oh, we're not talking about a person, it could be the malevolent forces of the universe. We do have the Leviathan here with the Moon card and the Devil card. Okay. But see, we're too strong. They're not able to trick us up out of our spot. Strength card. See, it's not working. They're bound down because they don't have pure heart. See, whenever judgment falls on the situation, it keeps asking the question, who has the open heart? We do. So what they're trying to do is fake energetically that they have our heart, but their love is false. Their pride is not self-worth and value, it's ego. Okay, so we have a double knight here. Let's check that. Let's check this pair of knights. It's spiritual war, but it's saying it doesn't matter because God's already on the scene. So I'll check the clarifiers, but it was just, I was told to ignore that. That's irrelevant. The fact that there's opposing sides here, because yeah, they're of an opposing mind and they only make alliances with people that are going to make them go down, not up. Okay. So it's also like, it's saying here that if we are going for promotion, if we are going for another spot, if we are trying to move laterally within the company, I wouldn't call that lateral, I'd call that interdepartmentally. If we're trying to go to a higher position, if we're trying to climb the mountain, go up the ladder, that there are collaborations, orchestrations, partnerships. There is 2 people in cahoots. against us. Okay, I was checking on these queens again, and then I remember that I already checked on the queen, so I was about to change the question, but something popped out. We will get this thing. We will be at we will be at the helm, steering the ship. That's the truth. It's already been decided in the heavens. It's quickly coming to Earth. There's a timing thing here. Whenever the judgment, the wheel of fortune, or the temperance card, there's a timing thing here. I was gonna check. Okay, we have 3 queens, 3 knights here, and 2 pages. So let me check this triple. Okay, it's a tug of war. 6 of Pentacles can be a tug of war, or breadcrumbing, or balancing the scales. Yeah, and they're losing pretty poorly. It's not working. It's not working. Nankemale. It's not getting any worse for us, and that's part of it. I'm being told, why Eshi. I'm being told that there's this idea that they can make things worse for us and get us distracted. Okay, okay, that I don't have anything nice to say about that. So let's check on this double. We have a pair of pages here. Okay, so that's an intention, somebody's thoughts, or somebody's feelings or ideas. So it is to bind us down, to pin us down in some kind of jar magic. You see this double 4? That's it's called suppression, oppression, repression, depression. It's always confirmed by the Queen of Swords or the Strength card, and we have them both. And then certain 4s can also be clarified by the Queen of Wands, but I don't need that here because I already saw the Temperance and the Judgment card together. So that tells me there's a witch. The Star card and the Judgment, the Temperance and the Judgment always tells me about a natural born witch. So there's high level agendas here that isn't working, and it's driving some kind of energy or entity crazy, because we've been tied as tribute to the darkness, and it hasn't worked. Their plans are destroyed. The ruin is falling upon them, and they will go to the depths of hell for this, is what I'm being told. So it's beyond diabolical and evil. Let's move on. Yeah, you're doing what you're doing just to get to where you're going, and I see it. Ain't nobody else really gonna have much shit to say, but I do, because I knew you before you were like this, basically. That's what I'm hearing. So King of Cups, Rota the Wheel. Here's the Wheel of Fortune, La Fortuna. The Temperanza, the Temperance card. Okay, now we're back to English. 4 of Swords. 8 of Wands, Ace of Wands. So the solution is just to let the energy play out, because they're going to ruin themselves. They keep thinking, oh, let me send this energy your way. It's going to take you down eventually. I'm taking down every single body else. Why can't I take you down? I'm bigger, broader, and better than you. I'm going to get 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 you good. Okay, Hell, well, you can just undo yourself then. The thing about it is, when you are a divine being, when we are a divine being, the energy used against us only serves to, only eventually ends up serving us. So if it does take us down, there's a reason for it. So we have another 4. Okay, so they're not able to confuse us. This, for me, how I read the reversals that fall out like this, it means, in this kind of spread, it means that somebody else's energy is turning against them. The only way for them to win is for us to be confused, but we're not buying this BS. And since the devil is here with this Wheel of Fortune, and I can look at all these other things as negative as well. This is going to be karmic for them and fortunate for us. There's luck and unluck, fortune and misfortune, and we will find wealth in this situation. Doing this to us as they have done it is actually going to give us bigger, brighter, and better. We would have just had a little bit before, but now we're going to have a lot more because we've had to overcome this. We'll be rewarded for this warfare because we didn't start it. I'm pulling on this King and Queen of Cups, l'Imperatore. So we might also find a lover here, but for right now, we still need to part ways with some people. That we still need to let certain people go. Things are not progressing very quickly, and the thing to progress is love. We might need to let our boss go or something like that. It's different for different folks. We need to stand our ground right now in silence, not saying anything to anybody. High Priestess, stand our ground, Seven of Wands. Because when the leader of this warfare or when the boss leaves, that's when things are going to speed up. And that's also, remember I was saying the Three of Swords versus the Eight of Swords. So God says don't make any moves until the boss is gone, which is in the near future. And that's an edict from the divine. Just saying. Okay. Everything will reveal itself in good time. Oh, and that's the truth. What do I have here? So this has been a message about us being attacked for our spot. This spot was promised to us before we even were born. We came here to sit in this spot, and it required us stepping into our energy fully, which means radical self-love, radical self-acceptance, radical forgiveness, and radical honesty. We need to look at people as they are, what they are, and what they're about, still loving them, but maybe moving away from them, maybe taking some space from them. And also, there's this vibe for whatever spot this is. There's an energy, entity, ideology here of jealousy and hatred. Also, it was compounded by the fact that we're unbothered. We're refusing to step off of the throne or down into the energy to compete. So we're just above it all, and in the sense of a vibration alone. They were not able to tear us down, tear us apart for whatever reason. We're kind of immune to the situation. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's been an honor and pleasure to serve you. Thank you for allowing me the privilege and the pleasure to do so. Again, my name is Serene Priestess Abossi. I was the Oracle today, and I was sent to deliberate the findings for the transmuted to Libra. We had a check-off event. This is for the Daily Tarot Buffet, brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. It's a quick prayer to all those still lost out there, to the illusion, delusion, confusion, lost in the seas of unawakened, unhealed, miserly, embittered energy, even those who have chosen the path of evil, sinister, and wickedness. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be whole, may you be at peace, may you get everything you ever wanted, starting with what you deserve. I hope that you return back to the splendid grace of the divine and universal oneness and unconditional love, with your steps ordered and your path illuminated. Ho'onoponopono, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Until we meet again, until we read again. Namaste, Dandava, and Ashe. Take good care. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave a review, book a session, send a donation. Bye-bye.